Hello, and welcome back to another episode of EclecticElk Vlogs to Proteus. Little side note, I really wish you could walk in another direction, but, like, all roads lead to the island. You can explore the island as much as you want, but all roads lead to the island. Anyways, usually I have a topic for these things, the last few episodes have, but today I can't find myself being able to settle on one topic. So I'm just gonna talk and see what happens. I have no idea if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing. We will find out. Recently, I just finished a week-long trip all throughout England. I did 3 days road tripping with a friend and 3 days staying in Bath with another friend and her parents. And, you know, about another day in there for getting to and from starting and ending locations. A lot of people not a lot of people, I had one person in my life send me a message basically saying, oh, how wonderful this all must be, and you'll treasure these memories forever, and blah blah blah. I know this person just means well, and like, you know, their connection to the world right now is the internet, and that's fine. I totally get that. It just makes me think, you know? First of all, I think it's kind of sad that, like, that person's connection to the world is mostly through the internet, and they haven't done anything like that for themselves, and that makes me a bit sad. But that's because of who I am. I like to adventure and explore, and I think other people should have those opportunities. But anyway, it's just sort of a thing that made me thinking of myrrh. But at the same time, I found myself almost offended by the message. And then not like there was anything me meant in it, not at all. But I found myself almost offended, like, you know, how are you to know my thoughts and what I value? Because I've not had necessarily the best relationship with this person. It's like I am the more open of the two, and I am not necessarily always an open person. So I was just sort of like, who are you to, you know, assume I'm thinking in that way or acting in that way, or will value these things in this way that you see them as valuable. I don't really know how to deal with that offense, other than just to choose to let it go, because this person's life perspective is very different than mine, and our lives are very different. I think a lot of people think I'm having this wonderful, glamorous life, you know, living abroad, working abroad, traveling abroad when I have vacations, but I don't see it as glamorous. I see it as life. My life was really hard when I first moved here, and it got harder and harder and harder. And then I went home for Christmas, came back an emotional train wreck because I had emotional support for a few weeks, then I came back here and felt alone. But I knew I needed to be here and I needed to finish my work. My vacations are my me time. They're my time to just explore the world and explore facets of myself I want to explore while I still can, and I know I can. So, but the people at home, they only see the glamour. I only show those who are really close to me the ugly of it all. Because I only want to be vulnerable with the people who I know won't take advantage of that vulnerability and will see me through it. So I guess I got offended because she's not one of those people I'm vulnerable with, and I don't like her making assumptions about my values in my life. I don't like that she doesn't understand that to me I am just living. I am just living my life and doing what I need to get from station to station, time to time. I don't even know. I don't even know what my next step is. I just know I'm here for a while. This has been a very rambly rant. I'm okay with that. Because I'm not a person... I don't think I have great wisdom, but I think that everyone has something to offer and share, and I think giving people an opportunity to hear my thoughts in a sort of neutral, safe setting is a good thing. I think I want people to get from this that even though it might look like it, because I guess to some of my family and my friends, it looks like I have my life together, we don't. We don't always have it together, and we might think we do, and that's when we find out we don't. Because I thought I was okay, and I found out I wasn't. Just know that everyone's kind of fighting a battle, or struggling, or working through something. Just may not be as hard as what you're going through, but it doesn't. But then we can't judge that. We can't judge how hard something is for someone else, because we're not that person. I guess the sum up of this is, don't judge yourself too harshly. I'm guilty of it all the time. And don't judge others too harshly. Because, like this one person I'm dealing with and not even really dealing with because I don't really need to, they probably just don't understand. And it's your choice whether to try and communicate that for understanding, or whether just to let it be, let them keep their image. Because you know what you have the time and the energy for. This has been another episode of EclecticElk Vlogs to Proteus.